Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, Gardening Cold Spring Harbor. I'm in Long Island, New York, Zone 7A. Cloudy, rainy, windy day here in Long Island, New York. But a gardener's job is never done, guys. Right now, I am standing in my rose garden right next to my beautiful peonies, guys. And in today's video, we're going to talk about fall peony care, specifically the maintenance and fertilization of our peony plants now in the fall, in the month of October. So for those of you guys looking for that online gardening channel that offers tips, tricks, easy yet proven gardening advice to take your home gardens to that next level, don't go anywhere, guys. Stick around with me today. Start with going below this video and clicking the subscribe button below. And if you never want to miss any more of my upcoming garden videos, click the bell icon as well. YouTube will send you a notification every single time I'll upload a new garden video. Now come with me. Let's talk all about maintenance and fertilization of our peony plants now in the fall season in the month of October. So over here, I have just a few of my peony plants growing in my rose garden. I have various peony varieties in my home garden. So peonies are broken down into two main varieties, which is our herbaceous peonies, tree type peony varieties, and then we have our Ito peonies, which is a combination of herbaceous and tree peonies. So in today's video, I'm going to give you step-by-step maintenance instructions when it comes to peonies, guys, regardless of the variety of peonies that you're growing in your home garden. I'm going to teach you exactly what needs to be done now in the fall season, and yes, preferably in the month of October, to help prepare our peonies for overwintering in a cold, long winter season. As any perennial, peonies come back and bloom for us year after year. However, they do require some maintenance, easy maintenance in the fall season, so it can have success overwintering and come back for us and bloom come next year. When it comes to peony plants, fall maintenance is actually very simple and very basic, yet it is crucial and essential. If we prune our peony plants correctly in the fall, in the month of October, as well as correctly fertilize our peonies, they will come back for us year after year. In fact, guys, peony plants are very easy to grow and very easy to maintain. And in fact, a peony plant can grow in its exact same spot and location anywhere from 10 to 20 years and be very, very happy exactly where it is. But in order for our plant to be happy and to bloom for us for years and years to come, we must prune and fertilize it precisely and correctly. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you when and very importantly, how to correctly prune our peony plants. So let's get started. So some of you might be wondering why October is indeed the perfect month for peony fall care and maintenance. October is the perfect month because our nighttime temperatures are still in the mid to upper 40s, sometimes lower 50s, and our daytime temperatures range from upper 50s to mid 60s, which is essential. We did not hit freezing temperatures at night just yet, which is why it's super important to take care of our peony plants now before the freezing temperatures come in the next few weeks. So how else, say you forgot to prune your peony plants, say you ran out of time, how else would you know that it's the perfect time to prune and fertilize our peony plants? First and foremost, the change of color in the peony's foliage. So during the spring and summer months, the foliage is nice and green. Now you could see that the foliage has started to turn color to burgundy, to brown. So this is another indication that this is the perfect time to prune our peony plant. What's another sign that it's time for peony maintenance? Another very clear indication that it's time for our peony care and maintenance, fall maintenance, is say you have nice supports around your peony plants throughout the spring and summer season. Now would be the time to remove these supports. So if you're going to see that the leaves, the foliage of your peony plant is starting to droop or bend down towards the ground, you could see that this bottom foliage, some of it is actually touching the ground. So this bending, this bowing of the foliage is another indication that now is the time for peony fall maintenance. So to prune our peony plants, you're going to need pruning shears. And what we're going to do, we're going to cut each and every one of the branches of the stems all the way to the ground, to the soil level. Try not to leave any of small little stumps remaining from the branches. So here you go, guys, all the way to the soil level, like so, guys. Each and every single one of them. Very important. You do not want to leave any stumps. Why? Because you do not want to introduce any sort of infection or bacteria. Let's take a look here. So we keep going. If you have any debris, we try to move it over, like so. Again, guys, as close to the soil level. Here, let me move over some leaves. So here's our soil level. As close to it as possible, guys. Now, you could see over here, I have cut down all of the foliage. Every single branch we cut off. So what is the next step? The next step is if you have any weeds growing, you remove and discard of the weeds. If you have any old debris, any leaves, we try to get rid of it as much as possible as well. Basically, here's another one. We want to leave this entire area where the peony plant was growing completely bare. You do not want to see any of the stems that you just cut down. They should preferably be a little bit even below the soil surface. Now, what is the next step? The next step is I always like to add wood ashes from my fireplace to the top where we just cut off our stems, like so. What does this do? Not only does it give the root system, the plant's root system, nutrients, the ashes help prevent bacteria and diseases, guys. Take a look, like so. Because remember, we just cut off the stem, so we did expose that medium, the plant's medium, and we do not want for bacteria, for pests, for disease to enter that bruise where we just cut. So the ashes do, guys, help prevent unnecessary bacteria and diseases as they're covering now those exposed bruises. What is the next step? The next step, which is very important, is to fertilize. Yes, guys, we must fertilize our plant now in the fall. Even though we just cut off all of its foliage, remember, the root system is still below the ground, and that root system needs to be able to handle long, cold winter season. And we want to see those new buds come up in the spring. And we want to make sure that our plant's root system, our peony, actually survives below the soil level. So now, what kind of fertilizer should you be using? The fertilizer must have plenty of phosphorus and plenty of calcium, guys. Make sure that the fertilizer that you're using will have as little nitrogen as possible. Why? Because nitrogen is responsible, guys, for the amount and the coloration of the foliage, the leaves, the branches. And if we're now in the fall are going to add fertilizer that's very, very high in nitrogen, we do not want to encourage that bud formation and the leaf growth. Because remember, the winter season is just quite a few short weeks away, and we don't want new buds to sprout right around winter season. We want them to start sprouting in the spring. So the spring is when we're going to fertilize with high nitrogen composition fertilizer. Not now, not in the fall, not in the month of October. So what I like to do is I like to use a tool, and I like to make a nice hole around, like so. So basically around the area where we just added the ashes, like this. And then what I like to do is I like to thoroughly, like so, sprinkle, slow release, dry fertilizer, guys. Like so, in a circular way. And then I like to bury it down, either using my hand or using a tool. And guess what, guys? With all the rain that we're going to have now in the fall, all the snow, the sleet that we're going to have throughout the winter season, and even in the spring, the rain will help dissolve and disintegrate the slow release fertilizer. And this fertilizer will help the plant withstand cold winter season and give its root system the energy, the boost that it needs to come back first come the next spring season, and to have all those beautiful buds form once again. Now guys, one more tip when it comes to peonies. Peonies are very, and I want to say it again, very cold hardy perennial plants. They can withstand temperatures all the way down to minus 40 degrees Celsius, guys, believe it or not. There is no reason to mulch or to add any straw or any leaves on top of the soil. If you live in a colder gardening zone and you're very, very concerned, say you're scared, you could add additional 3 to 4 inches of soil, topsoil, garden soil, guys, just like this, on top of our peony root system. Again, guys, if you're very, very concerned, say it's your first time growing peonies, or you're not too familiar with peonies, there is no reason to add any sort of compost or mulch or leaves or needles on top. If you're very, very scared, very, very worried, you could add 3 to 4 inches of soil just on top like so. This will give it a little larger layer of protection and help your plant withstand the cold temperatures maybe a little bit better. However, one last tip of advice: never ever cover your peonies on top with straw, natural straw. And I'll tell you why, guys. Straw is the #1 food source in the fall and the winter for mice, rats, and other critters. We do not want to have unwanted, unnecessary visitors in our gardens throughout the fall and winter seasons. And mice love eating straw. So stay away from straw, guys. So this is exactly how easy it is to provide that fall maintenance to our peony plants. It's very easy, yet it's very, very essential. And I promise you guys, if you follow all the steps that I shared with you today in today's video, you will have the best success growing peonies in your home garden, guys. All the foliage that we just trimmed and cut off of our peony plant, discard of it, guys. Do not keep it in the same area where your peonies are growing. If there is any potential disease on the leaves, if there are any potential pests or insects somewhere on the foliage, we do not want to overwinter those pests or that disease. Throw it out, guys. Discard of it as far as possible from your home garden, guys. This is it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here on this cloudy, rainy, windy day in Long Island, New York. But as I said previously, a gardener's job is never done, rain or shine. For those of you who enjoyed the content of today's video, if you found the video to be useful, helpful, informative in any way, show me that support by clicking thumbs up below. Leave your comments in the comment section below as well, guys. Let me know, do you grow peonies in your own home garden? What variety of peonies do you grow? And do you offer fall maintenance to your peonies plants in the month of October? If you haven't yet subscribed to my garden channel, Gardening Cold Spring Harbor, what are you waiting for, guys? Do so today. Super easy for you, yet so pleasing and rewarding to me, knowing that you guys enjoy watching my videos, that you find the content of my videos to be useful, helpful, and informative for your own home gardening. Click the bell icon as well if you want YouTube to notify every time I'll upload a new garden video. Be healthy, happy, be well, each and every single one of you. And happy gardening, guys. And I'll see you again in my new upcoming garden videos. Bye, guys.